my cheeks and fly. Swell my cheeks and fly. Gotta swell my cheeks and fly. I'll be a butterfly. Yes! No! Fixed hitboxes make knots. I made it impossible. Why does this have to go so slow? is impossible. Oh my god, why is it going so slow? Even the menu is so slow. It is physically possible. You just have to do 2 frame perfects. You just have to do a frame perfect. How is it already raining? How is it raining? Instant frame perfect. Ding, 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 ding. Down, Dad. just full on beat it. Wait a second, I can write my own levels.
With the release of Update 2.208 and 2.281, Geometry Dash players have been hit with an unfortunate reality. The updates completely broke the popular mod loader Geode, making it not load and in some cases crashing the game entirely. And this is not the first time this has happened either, as the same thing occurred with the previous update 2.207 and the update before that 2.206 and 2.205 and really every single update GD has received since Geode was released. Now, some of these make intuitive sense, like the jump from 2.1 to 2.2. 2.2 was such a massive update that it only seems logical that it will break things. But 2.208 is just a small update with a few new features, and 2.281 is nothing but bug fixes. And yet, both of these updates still broke Geode completely. What is going on? Why do GD updates break Geode? There are two reasons for this, and we will start with the one that is less true, but probably makes more sense. When GD is updated, things are often changed. A button that used to be over here has suddenly moved to the other side, new options get added, and sometimes there are larger gameplay tweaks, like the introduction of click between steps in the latest updates. If Geode is expecting these things to be as they used to be, it makes sense that things suddenly changing might break things. For example, in order to add click between steps in 2.208, RobSub completely changed the way keyboard and mouse input is handled, something that Geode and many mods depend on, requiring them to be fixed. The situation is even more clear when GD gets a new feature that used to be implemented in mods. For example, every new GD update usually introduces some new editor features, which usually also have to be conflicting with features I have previously added to better edits. This then forces me to reconsider my additions, whether GD has superseded them or if my version of a given feature still has room to exist on top of GD's implementation. Regardless, it's a thing I have to spend time fixing in order to get better at it to work with the latest GD version. However, the thing is that aside from things like click between steps, the Geode mod loader itself is actually rarely affected by changes to the game. After all, the only real observable change Geode makes to the existing game is adding a single new button to the main menu. Most of the mod loader is built on top of GD's game engine, Kakas 2D, and not tied to specific GD features. The new features of game updates are more often breaking individual mods. So, this is not really the reason Geode itself breaks after GD updates. And also, even mods that still shouldn't be affected by updates break. For example, 2.208 made no changes to how songs work, and yet Jukebox still broke. To understand this, we need to get a bit of a more technical explanation. The way GD works is that the code your computer runs to play the game is not actually the code that RobSub writes. RobSub is working in a programming language called C++, which is essentially just generic instructions of how the game should work. This C++ code is then given to what we call a compiler, which turns it into an executable program consisting of code specific to the platform the game will be running on. Essentially, RobSub is writing one piece of code and turning it into 4 different codes for each of the game's platforms: Windows, Android, macOS, and iOS. Now, Geode only has access to the codes that have been produced by the compiler, since RobSub does not distribute the original C++ code of the game to anyone. And the thing about the compiled code is that it is essentially random. Whereas RobSub might just make a small bug fix to his C++ code, like fixing the spelling of a label, the compiled code might just become entirely different. This is not RobSub's fault or anything, it's just a fundamental part of how programming languages like C++ work. Another thing about the compiled code is that there are very few things helping us keep track of what the changes are. Whereas in RobSub's C++ code, everything is named and organized, the compiled code we have access to is essentially just a long stream of numbers. With enough manual work, we can do what is called reverse engineering, essentially turning the compiled code back into C++, but this process cannot be automated, meaning it is something us Geode developers have to do by hand for every update. And so this is really the thing that makes GD updates break Geode. Because the compiled code is randomized, Geode can't figure out what to do with it without us first manually reverse engineering the compiled code and updating Geode. If you ever talk to a Geode developer in the wild, they will refer to this process as finding bindings. That is the main part of updating Geode to new GD versions, and also something that can't really be
Today, we'll be exploring the microscopic universe by shrinking to subatomic sizes. So, how's this gonna work? Each time I drink this magic potion, I'll be shrunk down by a factor of 10, making everything appear 10 times larger. I'll keep doing this, getting smaller and smaller each time, until we get to the very bottom of our universe, being able to view the elementary particles that make up reality itself. Alright, so here we are at 1:1 scale. As you can see, I've arranged some typical Minecraft objects. One block represents 1 meter. Nothing special to see here. But drinking our potion makes us 10 times smaller, and drinking it again brings us to 1/100th of our original size. I'll keep our current scale in the corner of this video to help in understanding how small things really are. But things get out of control and fast. At 100 times the scale, the carpet now spans 100 blocks wide, and even the tadpole is taller than us. Here, I've introduced a few more items. A spider, assuming a real-life size of 1 centimeter. This represents a penny. This a box of matches. And this is a chicken egg. And this is the paper now. There's also some super small things that you can clearly see now, such as a grain of rice, grains of sand, a human hair, and way down there is a single pixel. But enough of this. Let's shrink down by another factor of 10. Now we're getting somewhere. The box of matches now looms over us, as does the tadpole. Here's where things start to get huge. The carpet is now 1,000 blocks wide. We can even see individual fibers. The torch is now over 600 blocks tall, and you can actually read what the paper says. But look at this. With our trusty microscope, we can even observe individual cells. So let's shrink even further. Here, a human hair and the thickness of paper can be represented by full blocks. And look at our penny. Details are clearly visible, and you can even read it. The letters are as tall as I am. But check out the box of matches now. I must admit, I'm more impressed with the back of the box, where the warning label and the barcode are now easily readable. Even the smallest items are starting to appear huge, and we're just starting to scratch the surface. Of course, the microscopic items on our list continue to emerge too. In fact, shrinking just once more brings us into a whole new realm. As we leave the macroscopic world behind, the things we'll see will be less and less familiar. There are a few more recognizable things left though. Remember the spider? It's now the largest thing we've seen at over 1,000 blocks wide. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this just might be the largest spider ever made in Minecraft. But wait, this is actually the second largest thing we've seen so far. The penny is so large that the depth of the letters are like valleys in mountain ranges, revealing microscopic cracks and ridges. I'm just in the letter E in cent, and look at this. This is just crazy. I've always thought grains of sand were all fairly similar, but as it turns out, each grain is unique, varying in shape and color. At this scale, you can actually see these differences in these sand grains. Alright, look, there's just too many things to cover and simply not enough time. So, rather than introduce every single thing every time, I'm just going to introduce the small things that appear as we shrink. And speaking of shrinking, I think it's about time I introduce these things here. Here we have a red and white blood cell and an X chromosome. And you know how you can get sick if you eat raw chicken? Well, this is salmonella, the bacteria that causes it. It's only 3 blocks right now, but trust me, that won't last long. Even smaller than these cells are viruses, the purple one being the largest known virus, while the smaller one represents another type of virus that I'll talk about later. On the larger side of things, we have a human skin cell, complete with all the internal pieces, like mitochondria, that make it function. At nearly 10,000 times larger, the grains of sand, along with the pixel, hair, and paper, will become too large to display once we shrink again. In fact, if I were to overlay the sheet of paper on the game map at this scale, it would stretch to 210,000 blocks wide. So, it's time to bid farewell to the familiar things, as everything from here on out is too minuscule to see with the naked eye. Being smaller than individual cells really makes you appreciate our biology. A single skin cell has its own complex ecosystem. Inside you can see all the organelles, including mitochondria, and here's the nucleus of the cell. Flying down here lets us see all the things that were only a few blocks wide before. But here in the very center, 3 new things are visible. That is a strand of DNA. But the other 2? Those are surprisingly made by humans. First up, the transistor. You probably have billions of these inside the device you're using right now. And in Minecraft, you can make some pretty advanced stuff with them. And the other one is a carbon nanotube, an ultra-strong structure with many different uses. Well, anyways, you know the drill. 10 times smaller again. This is the red blood cell. At this scale, its surface resembles that of an alien landscape. It's now almost 700 blocks wide, yet it's not the largest thing here. That honor belongs to the white blood cell. Meanwhile, the salmonella bacteria looks like a cheese puff of some sort, but the chromosome looks pretty unique. On the tiny side of things though, I've actually only added one thing here. This is a single water molecule. And with that, we now enter the molecular realm. Let's take some time to appreciate how far we've come. We are now a staggering 1 billion times smaller than when we first started. Although that's incredibly tiny already, we're not even close to the smallest things that exist. Crazy part is, we're not even halfway down. Luckily though, soon enough we'll be so minuscule that there's just less to show. So hopefully that keeps things from getting too repetitive. Behold Megavirus, the largest known virus. It's basically the shape of a D20. By the way, making an accurate D20 in Minecraft is quite a pain. And this is a bacteriophage, another type of virus. This type of virus infects bacteria by injecting DNA, which is what you see here. Fun fact, there's more of these in the world than every biological thing combined, including bacteria. There is but one new thing here, that being our first glimpse at a single particle. The atom. For the first time, there's actually nothing new to reveal. The helium atom is still the smallest thing we can see, while the transistor gate is the largest. Though transistors are made through a complex process, they can easily be represented in Minecraft. Chaining them up in specific ways can make entire circuits, and this is how real computers work too. Barely thinner than that though is DNA, each block being roughly the size of an atom. Remember about how I mentioned that the smaller we go, the less there is to display? From this point on, there's really not too much left, just elementary particles. As such, I'm gonna change it up a bit. Every time I drink the potion, instead of getting 10 times smaller, I'll get 100 times smaller. That's right, 100 times smaller. So, without further ado, there's a new contender for the largest thing we've seen. The carbon nanotube, which was previously only 25 blocks wide, is now over 2,500. Each individual carbon atom spans 140 blocks wide too, and the water molecule, being a similar size to one of those atoms, now stands as tall as a skyscraper. As large as the atoms appear now, new things are only just barely visible. Can you spot the electron? What about now? Still no? The size ratio between the atom and its electrons is almost unimaginable. In fact, the vast majority of an atom is empty space. The sphere only represents where the electron could be. And if you really want to get technical, the sphere isn't even accurate, but electron clouds are out of the scope of this video, so spheres will have to do. Here's the helium nucleus, and for comparison, I've included a uranium nucleus too. Now, let's see what these atoms look like closer up. Despite the sheer size of the helium atom now, the electrons and nucleus are still smaller than a single block. What I have in front of me is the helium and uranium nucleus, which of course are made out of protons and neutrons. Helium has just 2 of both, and uranium has, well, a lot more. And remember, this little thing lies at the center of this. But that's already everything here, so 100 times smaller we go. So it's important to note that sizes at this scale are not precise, or even confirmed, but at this point they're all just essentially spheres. We have the proton and neutron, along with the uranium nucleus, nothing new. However, there is something here that you may have missed. In the center, these are the up and down quarks. Let's see what they look like closer up. Okay, not gonna lie, at this scale they're only just 1 block. But here are all the quarks except for one, the top quark, which is the smallest. Quarks are subatomic particles that make up protons and neutrons. They are some of the smallest things in the universe. Well, okay, let's go to the next one. There's but one new thing here, the top quark. When compared to all the other quarks, it's clear that it's vastly smaller than any of them. Basically, nothing else exists down this far. So let's keep going. Behold the strange quark, now 4,000 blocks wide. We're finally nearing the end of our journey. There's actually just one more thing left. Even though quarks are some of the smallest things in the universe, there's still something smaller. The neutrino. Size at this scale essentially loses all meaning. Actually, in the standard model, all elementary particles have 0 size. So depending on the model you use, the quarks may have no size at all. But either way, this is it. This is the end of the line. We have reached absolute tiny. This project involved continuous problem solving, from world editing legs on the spider, to making massive objects in the world, to making whatever this monstrosity is. I even learned how to make a simple Python script to make the uranium nucleus. So it would mean a lot if you left a like on the video or subscribe to the channel. I love exploring random concepts in new ways through Minecraft, and I hope to do more of this kind of thing in the future. Well, anyways, that's about it for this video. Thanks so much for watching.
Minecraft is a sandbox game, which means you can do basically whatever you want. You want to go fishing? You can do that. You want to just set fire to everything? You can also do that. You want to put an ocean in the nether? You can do that too if you like. That's something you can do, look. No, pig, get out of here. You're exposing me, man. Okay, I've been exposed. This is a green screen and I'm in the middle of nowhere because you definitely can't do that. Or can you? See, in the last video, we went back in time through Minecraft's updates collecting items that no one should have, like bedrock, end portal frames, and even a Pether Nortal, whatever that is. But I did some more research and oh, what's this? Oh, Kalani merch. Kalani.store? How'd that get there? And I came up with a plan to collect far more than just illegal items, but rather illegal terrain. But to do that, we're gonna have to go back in time, further than we've ever gone before, and now a completely legit 100% working time machine that definitely works and isn't just for smooth transitions. But you gotta admit that was a smooth transition. And oh, what's this? What are these chests? Oh, look, it's every item ever. Well, this will come in handy. Here, look, I'll come in here. I'll take some cakes. I'll take a stack of diamond blocks. Okay. And look, they've even got such classic items as fire and water. How about a stack of beds? Is that enough beds for you? But Kalani, these aren't beds, they're half beds. Yeah, but then you just place 2 fires down either end, and then they turn into normal beds. Duh. Why can't I put it out? But yeah, this is just basic Minecraft knowledge, okay? I know that you already know this. What? But yeah, in Minecraft Beta 1.6 Test Build 3, they just give you basically every item in the game at spawn. Why? Don't know. We're not going to keep any of this stuff in my main world, but it means we can progress faster. And hey, the game gave me this stuff, okay? It's not my fault. You will notice, though, that we aren't currently in hardcore mode, and that's because it doesn't exist yet. Do we need to go forwards in time to Minecraft 1.9 pre-release 4, where we're now in hardcore, and for some reason, the lake is freezing? Why is the lake freezing over? But this is actually very helpful for us, because we're going to need a lot of ice. It's not so helpful for this cow, though. Let me see if I can help him. There, I helped you. But I do actually need some food, so... Oh, wait, I have an entire stack of... Anyway, every good hardcore world needs a base. Now, we can make this out of wood like a normal person, or we can make it out of every block in the known universe. Here, I'll give you a grand tour. Look, we come in through the doors here, you see? Lovely doors. As you come in on the left, we have a lovely portal window, so you can keep an eye on your time machine. Big, spacious room. Going upstairs, we have a cake floor, a 1x1 nether portal, because we couldn't fit in a normal-sized one. And then, one sec, and then the master bedroom with 3 half beds with soundproofed foam walls for the best night's sleep. Just a basic Minecraft house, really. Yep. Anyway, now to make this happen, we're going to need ice. And to get that, we're going to need a Silk Touch pickaxe, which means we need XP. Now, as I showed in the last video, getting XP in these old updates is extremely slow. So it's a good job we have an entire stack of spawners in this chest. These spawners only spawn on grass blocks, and they only spawn pigs, because logic. Okay, now it's time for my least favorite part about these updates. Going to sleep and getting attacked. What? Why are the walls attacking me? No, it can't be. There's no way these walls are attacking me. There's no way. All right, well, I guess that was a thing. Anyway, it's a new day. The sun's out, and it's time to build a pig farm of questionable ethics and stay down there slaughtering pigs for the best part of 4 hours. Yeah, no, this works. This really works. Okay, this really does work. There are so many pigs out there, they actually can't physically fit. I've been down there so long, there's been an ice age. Okay, now, I can't think straight with all these oinks. Okay, pigs, I'm going for it. Wish me luck. First, I got to click about 5 million times to find a level 34. Oh, 34. We're going for it. First try. Here we go. Wow, we actually got... Hang on. What? Hang on a second. Silk Touch and Fortune together. Say it with me now. That's not physically possible. There's only one word I have for what just happened. No. Well, we got another item for our illegal museum, I guess. Okay, now we can get the ice, and now we can update. All right, we're in 1.2.5 now. Let's just grab some placeable fire, as you do, and light this portal, because in this update, you can do something very interesting. You see, you can place water in the nether. Not like this. This is not... I'm just finding out about this now. What even is placeable water? No, in this version, with all the ice we collected, we can place it, break it, and it glitches the game into thinking that this is okay. Which is not. It's not okay. Anyway, now we just need to find a lava ocean and replace it with an ocean. Let's just come over here and dig up a load of sand, and then duplicate it to our heart's extent with the 1.2.5 F4 glitch, and then let's just start placing it. Okay, let's test it. We're going to place the sand to remove the lava, then remove the sand to place the water, and boom, ocean. Easy. Oh dear. Good job there was a notch apple in those chests that gives you 5 seconds of regeneration. I actually think my pork chops are more effective at healing in this version. Okay, so that's a full inventory of sand we've used, which looks quite good until you realize that most of it's 1 block deep, and then you realize this was a terrible idea. Okay, let's try and get down here, because I feel like this is a good-sized ocean. Okay, let's see how big this thing is. All right, so I feel like this would be a good one to transform, because it's absolutely massive. But there's one problem that comes along with that. It's absolutely massive. You can't tell, because the render distance is so shocking in this version, but it's absolutely massive. So I'm going to need a quicker way of... What? Where have I come out? This is not my home. Okay, I'm guessing home is this way. Yep. Nice to know the world's falling apart already. Okay, so let's take some nothing, otherwise known as redstone repeaters, along with some redstone torches, some crops. No, we don't need crops. And then we'll grab some redstone dust that is white for some reason, because that makes sense. And then we can just come in here and do some crafting in my floor, which is not a sentence that should be said. Okay, we got some pistons. All right, if we make a redstone clock, just like that, yes. So we put a piston here, and we can just spam sand, and then I don't even have to do anything. Hang on a second. I think we can make this faster. I think if we do this, and then that, and then this. Yes. Oh, that's way faster. That's what we're talking about. I can't hear anything. Okay, that's 1 stack. I'm starting to think this is also going to take a very long time. Where is it? Yeah, this is going to be an issue, isn't it? Oh, that was my machine. Okay, this is a great machine and everything, but I still don't think it's going to happen. I'm getting attacked roughly every 2 minutes currently, and I just worked out that I would need to place roughly 300,000 blocks of sand to fill this lake, which means if I place 3 blocks of sand every second, it would still take 27 hours to fill it, which is why I've come up with a new idea. I'm going to put the ocean on top, which is a way better... I should have started with that idea. Okay, step 1. We're gonna have to make an obsidian base for the ocean to hold the sand. So we're just gonna do this everywhere. Shouldn't be too hard. Right, well, I was wrong about that. It's quite hard. Where have you all come from? This is not okay. But at least the good news is we're almost done with phase 1 of many phases. What? How did you just spawn right in front of me? No, bad. Bad ghast. All right, there's now obsidian everywhere. It's time to initiate phase 2. I'm not looking forward to phase 2. Okay, phase 2. We gotta cover this whole place with sand. All of it. This entire place. Everything that you see, which isn't a lot thanks to the render distance. It is going to take so long, and there's no quicker way of doing it. And I'm going to do all of these edges as well. I don't really think it's fair that I can't even see where they're coming from. Just constant damage control. Just this constantly. Okay, I think I just have the edges to do now, like this. Never mind, I just found a whole other spot that I haven't done. I'm gonna go cry now. Okay, I think we might be done. Maybe. Never mind, there's... On the 29th of September 2011, Notch released Minecraft Beta 1.9 pre-release 2, and it was downright groundbreaking. In this update, players received new blocks like cauldrons, items like blaze powder. They got 9 new music discs for crying out loud. Along with all of these additions, a little feature called Hardcore Mode locks the difficulty to hard and forces users to delete their entire world save data and everything in it upon death. Oh, and you can also drink milk now. With misery being but a click away, players got to play in, and players got to die in. And losing everything is quite sad, actually. Look at this guy. Spent an entire year on his world, died to cows. How about this one? Guy's just walking along, gets hit off, forgot to put his elytra on, dead. Well, now, it's my turn to die. Kinda. I've got a dragon in my world, and I'm still starving. My base is made from nearly 1 million emeralds, and I'm still starving. I have all of these chests, and none of them have food. I have all of these illegal items, but I can't sprint. Because I'm starving. Hang on, speaking of illegal items, I think I got an idea. Okay, I got some space down here. This should do... Yeah, no, this would be perfect. This would be great. This will work. Yeah, no, this is fantastic. This... Okie dokie. Let's just introduce these guys to existence, and then they can start producing me food... armor. I'm sure this was supposed to be food, no? Oh, okay, it literally says armor right there. Don't judge me, I'm new to this game. Okay, now we just have to find some emeralds. There are usually some kicking about. Yeah, there we go. Just a random... I don't even know how that got there. I don't know. Can I get a cha-ching sound effect? Now we buy all of their food and throw it back at them until they make more babies. Can I get a cha-ching sound effect? Okay, let's expand this operation. That's it. There we go. There we go. Okay, finally. So now we can buy some golden carrots from these guys. Because if it's not plated in gold, is it really food? Okay, we don't really have space for anyone who's not selling me gold carrots. So if you don't do that, then you must die. Oh, wait. I forgot they put the prices up when you kill them. Wow, they're really holding this against me. 32 emeralds. Okay, let's just start a quick raid and see if that helps. It didn't. It didn't help. Yeah, no, they still hate me. Okay, fair enough. Well, we got all of these, so that should last at least half this video. Okay, this seems like a good place to build this thing. Oh, wait, I haven't even explained... All right, one sec. One sec. Hang on. Here we go. Here we go. All right, here we are. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, no, this is great. Here we are. Just climb this mountain real quick. Just come up here. Okay, this should be high enough. Yeah, no, this will do nicely. All right, this. Yeah, this right here. We're building the death screen, but like so much bigger. And it's going to be so convincing. I'm going to use it for the thumbnail and no one's going to be able to tell the difference. What is this thing? First, we need to grab some materials. Oh, wait, I forgot. I don't have any materials. First, we need to collect some materials. Okay, let's build up here and find the height for this thing. Yeah, I think that's good height. I think we should start with the game over part because that seemed like a good place to start. Okay, we got a G. Now we need an aim. So now I think if we go 2 out and then start the next letter. Yeah, that works. Okie dokie, we got our first words. Now we need a space. I don't know, how big should a space be? I'm going to say about there. Yeah, that looks like good space distance. Okay, I'm going to set up base on E. Oh, there's a rival O member over there. Imagine being on O. Okay, game over. I should not be this excited about words. So now we need to do the shadows for the words, and for that we're going to use some grey wool, which we will extract from some sheep against their will. Hey, you sheep. That's it. Come on. There we go. Go away. Make the thing. Okay, so it turns out that forest that I destroyed in the last episode is the perfect spawning ground for sheep. Come on. You're a cow. Yeah, you're a cow. You're a cow. Come on, sheep. Come on. And you behind the tree. I see you. Yep. Come on. All right, guys. Enjoy this space while you have it, because let me tell you, it's not going to last very long. Okay, so now for the shadows. So it kind of looks like everything goes down and then to the right. That should be simple enough. Okay, that looks right. So now we just follow that formula for the rest of it and boom, game over. Okay, that's looking decent. Okay, so now we have to do the Kalani was killed by message underneath. So I guess we got to decide what it's going to say. How do I die? I feel like my cat should be involved somehow. Maybe they get revenge on me for blowing them up that one time. 2 times. Okay, there were a few times. But that's not enough. We need something else. Okay, what about something like I'm just walking.
Here I have an inventory of objects I need to use to stop my opponent. Math genius.
That's almost frame perfect, bro. What the heck?
My goal is to win as many rounds as I can before my blocks run out. Will Math genius even be able to beat my crazy hard challenges? Or will I lose?
Oh!
I'm gonna use this object. The fixed hitboxes by not Zoing, because Zoing didn't make these.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay, I'm gonna place one object here. Oh my gosh, you can actually go through these. So I had to be really careful of accidentally leaving secret ways that Math Genius could abuse, which made me really think about how I use my objects. Okay, I'm gonna use one of this slope to like save some objects.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart.
Do I use Jerry? Nah, Jerry can wait. And then I can use this mini saw blade. So you have to like do this, but that doesn't even look that difficult. Wait a second. But I can't even do that. That's gonna be impossible.
Oh, yeah, 'cause you gotta stay on the grid space.
On top of that, every object I place adds extra time for Math Genius to complete the level, which is why I couldn't place too many objects, as then he'd have tons of time to complete the level. And so, after making an evil swing copter part, that's exactly 5 minutes. You have exactly 5 minutes to beat this. It was time for battle. Go! Time starts.
Am I allowed to use practice?
You're allowed to use practice, yeah, of course. This is not a what the heck? This may not be good. I'm like relying on these like swing copter clicks killing you. But while the swing copter part was super hard, Math Genius had a genius strategy up his sleeve.
Oh, what? Wait.
No! What? No! There's a secret way!
No way.
How did that happen? I was like actually trying not to have secret ways. My worst fear. He had found a secret way. However, I was scoping that despite it, he would struggle on the other parts of the level.
I hate this. I hate this stupid fix-it box.
Don't imagine. Oh my gosh, every time you get there, my heart jumps because I'm like, okay, he's gonna do the click. Oh my gosh, you're always getting too close.
Ah, yes! Let's go!
Oh my gosh.
Let's
How
go.
did it? I swear if that secret way didn't exist, you would be cooked. There's no way.
I foiled your plans.
Welp, that's 1 point to Math Genius, and I had just wasted a bunch of objects. Thanks to this, though, I was about to do.
Before I start this video, I just want to shamelessly announce that we are so close to 100 subs. It'd mean a lot to me if we got there, and sorry for the lack of vids.
There is a question a lot of you have been asking me, which is what would an 8-dimensional universe look like? Now, to understand this, we should start with the 3 dimensions of space we already know. We can add a time dimension since objects naturally move forward in time. And it may be tempting to think we can add more temporal dimensions, but doing this would cause contradictions and basically break reality as we know it. So to get to an 8D universe, we can only add dimensions in space. But doing this would give us hypershapes that are so complicated, the only way to understand them is by zooming in on one corner of the shape and then focusing on one surface of that corner. This would give us shapes that we can actually comprehend. Now, if all of this seems super confusing, imagine a one-dimensional person trying to understand a cube. You'd have to break the cube down surface by edge before a recognizable shape appeared, just like we as humans have to break down higher dimensional shapes as well. There is a question a lot of you have been asking me, which is what would an 8-dimensional universe look like? Now, to understand this, we should start with the 3 dimensions of space we already know. We can add a time dimension since objects naturally move forward in time. And it may be tempting to think we can add more temporal dimensions.
Bro is the main villain.
Big girl.
I'm scared.
You gotta get the other one.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
I can't. I got to help me.
Alright, let's try this again since Valentine's Day is coming up. Who's my secret crush? Really excited to find... Bro! Alright, I'm gonna get it this time. I'm not going to stop until it actually lands. Come on. Just land in one of these holes. No. I told you, I'm not stopping until it lands in one of them. Oh my god. Please. Oh my god! Oh. Oh my god, who's my crush? Who's my crush? Alright, today we're gonna see how long it takes my little sister to get... Alright, little sis, who's your secret crush? You ready to find out? Oh, who's it gonna be? Oh.
It's not good.
Alright, you're being a little bit of a drama queen. Just relax, okay? Not again. Alright, try number 3, attempt 3. Ow! Bro, attempt 4, you psycho demon. Gosh, I think you just don't have one. Okay, you literally attacked me. Maybe attempt number. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my. The last one before I'm gonna go deaf. Oh. Run! Alright, little sis, who's your secret crush? You ready to find out?
Yes.
Oh, who's it gonna be? Alright, let's try. Today we're gonna see how long it takes my little sister to get mad. Romy, smash like for part 2. Today we're gonna see how long it takes my little sister to get mad. Romy, smash like for part 2. Today we're gonna see how long it takes my little sister to get mad. Romy, smash like for part 2. Apparently, this filter is impossible. You have to park this car in between those two right there while this wanker is driving back and forth. This filter has been pissing me off because why is that guy even there? I'm not stopping until I park it, by the way. I've been doing this for like 20 minutes. God, it's so hard. Ooh! All right, this is the one. Ow! It's all about the timing. Right here. Ooh! I told you, I'm not stopping until it's perfect. Lock in. Nah! Ooh! Oh, I had the timing perfect. This is the one right here. So close. Nah, it's gonna be this one. Yo, that guy needs to move! It's all about the timing. Oh my god! Right here, right here, right here! Yeah! Apparently, this filter is impossible. I am so sorry for what happened on stream last night. I just woke up and watched it back, and I just want to say I am never getting drunk on stream. Focus. 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 Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. 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 And okay. Okay. Okay.
Right where I paused.
Right. And yeah. No! Focus. 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 Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. If you use this sound every first one to land a bottle flip wins. Oh my gosh.
What? Okay.
Nope, no.
Dude! Okay, 3, 2, 1. That's one. No!
First one to land a bottle flip wins. Alright, this is the hardest filter in the world. I've been trying this for 30 minutes, and I've only been able to cover about half the circle. Basically, you jump over these little cubes, they get faster, and you gotta try to color in the whole block. Ooh, that's a tough jump. I also heard if you double tap, it gives me good luck, so please double tap. Oh my god! Oh my god, I got it, guys. Come on. Double tap! Please like this video for good luck. To give me... Oh! I'm telling you, this is so much more difficult than it looks. Ah! Alright, this is the hardest filter.
Whoever just stole Jackson's 6-7 and blocked us on Tsunami for brain rots, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Pleasure doing business with you, Jackson.
Whoever just stole Jackson's 6-7 and blocked us.
I'm putting my bombs here, here, and here. I'm putting my bomb here, here, and here. Oh, that was a bomb. No! You're safe. I pick this one. You're safe. I pick this one. You're safe! According to my calculations, you did these two. So I'm gonna pick this top one right here. Thank you. Boom! Well, you know what they say. The middle is never the one. You're safe. Bro, come on! Okay, I pick this one. Safe! You're either these three or these three. Well, obviously. You would never go in the corner. Safe. You're safe. You would never go in this corner. Safe. I know. These two are the last bombs. I bet this is the bomb. This one's the bomb. This one. I'm putting my bombs here, here, and here. Let's guess the brain rot. Yo, guys, is there a single...
Who's my secret crush? Let's find out. Drop that little heart in there. Oh, it's bouncing. Oh, it fell off. All right, let's try it again, I guess. All right, this time it's gonna work. Let's drop it. I'm gonna drop it on this side here so that it falls right in the middle there. Perfect. All right, this time it has to work. I'm gonna drop it right down there in the middle. Oh my God! Maybe it'll work this time. I'll drop it right there in the middle. Oh, wait, it is working. No.
Let's rank.
If you use this sound.
Once upon a time and I heard that. Once upon a time and I heard that I was ugly. Came from a bitch who nigga wanna fuck on me.